What is good further beyond this? This has to be a new record. What is this, like 3 weeks in a row? 2 weeks in a row?
Yeah, make it four. 3 weeks at least.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
a new record. It's a new record, technically.
Absolutely. We told y'all we were gonna try to at least like be consistent with this again. This is either 2 or 3 in a row, I'm pretty sure. But either way, welcome back, guys. We have more
Welcome back.
conspiracy theories for you guys, and of course, Halloween is coming up next week, so expect even spookier theories next week, 1,000%.
I'm already scared. I
We'll
can
come with
tell.
the origin of Halloween and just blow everybody's mind. Watch it be some satanic shit.
Ooh. Okay, okay.
1,000%. But yeah, I think Pan said he has a relatively longer one today. I don't know what it's about. He's gonna surprise us all. It may be just a longer version of what he did last time with the enemas. I have no
What?
idea.
No, no, don't worry about no, no. It's actually worse than that, but in a
No
different way.
way. What the fuck? But yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and go first this time. This one is a kind of a goofy theory. I don't believe in it. I don't take stock in it at all. But I have heard a lot about it, like way more than I would like to think so. Nothing to do with skinwalkers, but kind of in that area of like urban legends, folklore, shit like that.
Okay, let's hear it.
All right, so mine. It begins in 1966 in West Virginia. Now, any story I've heard come out of West Virginia is just absolute bottom of the barrel. Like, they have nothing good going on for them except that one good song. That's really about it. The sightings for this thing began in 1966. Two young couples were inside of a car late at night. God knows what they were doing, but they then saw a mysterious flying creature, like kind of just hovering towards them. Like, think about the same way like a hummingbird kind of just like flies in one space. That's the same thing this creature was doing. They are of course flabbergasted, looking there, just completely clueless. Like, what in the hell is that? The guy probably mad hard at that point, so he even more confused because all the blood is nowhere near his brain at that moment. They ended up calling this thing that they saw the Mothman. Now, I don't know if you guys,
Ooh, okay.
I don't know if
Okay,
you guys
okay.
have heard anything about this, but I've heard just way too much about it to where I had to end up speaking on it. This took place in a place called Pleasant Point, Virginia. As they were sitting inside the car, they claimed they saw a man the size of a moth land right in front of them after just floating in front of them for minutes and minutes on end. They, of course, got scared and immediately took off, but claimed the Mothman chased them relentlessly throughout the outskirts of the entire city. So it may have been chasing them for at least like 10, 15 minutes long. I have no idea. As soon as they start telling this story, as with every single folklore we have discussed, it spread like a fucking wildfire. They were telling the news outlets were telling people from other states, other cities, and it spread eventually to national news about this dumbass Mothman. I have no idea why people were talking about it. I don't know what was going on in 1966 where everybody was so bored that they were that this was their biggest story of that scene. I have no idea. Yeah, news outlets eventually picked up the story and made it national news. After that, there seemed to be an influx of sightings of the Mothman. For some reason, with these, small folktown stories, as soon as one person, tells the news outlet, all of a sudden, everybody in the world starting to see this thing. So, take that however you will. Maybe that just means people think there's like a clout in this, so they start spreading the word, more lies and stuff like that. Who knows? Who knows? But with that, as always with these stories, the news started spreading, and so did the sightings of this Mothman. This actually had everybody scared. Like, I think there was like a point of period in time where everybody was like locking themselves inside their house. They were telling their
Really?
kids not to go out past like 7 p.m. Yeah, like they were actually
Damn.
scared.
I know that the Mothman is kind of popular. Isn't there like a movie or some shit out?
Yeah. The sightings
Yeah,
of the Mothman.
yeah. I'm like even like on Google looking right now, like real picture of the Mothman for $12.
Yeah, like it's
That shit is not real at all. That's just that guy in a moth suit.
yeah, it's actually like a huge thing. Like, I didn't know it was that big, but there's way more lore behind it than what I wanted to discuss on, because like this, it goes extremely deep, like to the point where like some people have been caught by the Mothman, and he apparently the way he attacks is like with his genitalia. So he'll like
What?
just apparently his genitalia. I read stories and I did my research. Apparently it's like 3 feet long or some crazy shit, and like he's just extremely horny all the time. I have no idea. If it's something you guys want to look into, of course, go do your thing. But we already had the Enema story last week, so I didn't want to double down on the.
Yeah, yeah.
Just
Damn, but I gotta tell you, I'm like looking at this, right? There are statues, there are like museums of some kind. Like
yeah,
this
yeah.
shit is definitely popular.
Inside that city, there's mad museums of it. The
Here on
Mothman.
Etsy, I see like twerking Mothman for 16 euros, like poster. Like why not? Like, I
Yeah,
might I
like
might just cop this.
this is basically their version of like the Loch Ness monster, Chupacabra, Sasquatch. Like this is they're trying to make this thing as big as like Sasquatch is basically, and this is kind of working. I mean, if you get to the point where you have a museum of a folklore, I think you kind of made it.
Maybe. Yeah, yeah. It's I never realized how popular this actually is. I don't know. Maybe it's not international yet, because like you hear like you would hear about it maybe like sometimes if you like randomly find out about it online, maybe some random post, but it's not on like Loch Ness or whatever level or some shit. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's not on that level yet.
Loch Ness has reached crazy fame within this little short time period. Nobody's even seen that.
Yeah.
But yeah, paranoia was spread throughout the entire community. Had everybody scared. They were starting to set like curfews in the city and stuff like that. After a few years of people saying they spotted the Mothman here, there, everywhere, there was a famous landmark bridge that was inside the city, Pleasant Point, Virginia, where it originally took place. And the bridge just like all of a sudden collapsed out of nowhere. And many people, started saying like, we saw the Mothman there before it collapsed. So they started using the Mothman as a harbinger of doom. To where anybody, if you saw this thing, that would mean bad luck to you or bad luck coming soon to your city. So the origin of the Mothman takes place about the 1700s. Like the original origin story of him. Like where did the Mothman come from? How did he become this huge thing? Like what is he exactly? The story begins basically a leader of the Shawnee Nation, what I'm pretty sure is a Native American group, was killed wrongfully inside Fort Rudolph and laid a curse on the entire land for many years to come. And this land was Point Pleasantville. There's currently a Mothman Museum, of course, as you said earlier, that stands proud as the only landmark inside that entire city.
Mm-hmm.
So the Mothman, he kind of made his rounds around this city, and of course made it to where most people know him inside the United States. I don't know if he is as big as that Bigfoot yet, but he's slowly getting there. And I will be
Probably not
a proud supporter of it
yeah.
if it does get to that point. Easily.
No, this
easily.
is. Yeah, I mean, we'll see where this all leads, right? I will gladly look into this more if it gets more popular, right? Like
Yeah,
a bit more lore wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, if it does end up getting much bigger than it is right now, then of course we'll have to keep a close eye on it because we don't want anything happening outside of our realm of knowledge, basically.
The Mothman better stay in the U.S. though, right? Like, don't come here.
He said he might venture over to other countries soon. We'll see.
He's gonna fly here.
Fly to Germany.
Nobody's gonna notice him flying. Yeah, I can tell.
At all, they don't notice him on any type of radar, bro. Like we truly suck.
Yeah, he's just flying through cities, terrorizing people, destroying bridges and shit. And like, no, who? We've never seen him.
Yeah, it's only urban legend. Like nobody's ever seen this dude flying around.
Yeah, classic.
All right, so you did say you had a relatively long story, so I guess what was the topic?
Oh yeah. I sent the pictures in, the group chat, just so you can, while I tell you stuff, okay, just imagine what I'm telling you, okay?
All right, bet.
So this is like, I don't know how popular. Okay, popular is maybe the wrong word. I don't know how many people know about this because this seems to have been kinda big a couple years back. Like this is still pretty recent. This is some 2020, 2021 type of shit. So certain things aren't even completely, done yet at that point. So this whole thing is called Pipergate, and it is a story that happens all on YouTube and goes into Twitter on all that areas. But let's just start with YouTube. A 10-year-old girl has or starts a YouTube channel around like 2017, right? Like that time, it's YouTube has been around already. Like this is like how many years? Like 6 years back. Already feels like an eternity. Yeah, this 10-year-old girl starts a channel called Piper Rocks. I don't know if you've ever heard about this. Probably not. But Piper Rocks was supposed to be a channel where this 10-year-old girl would just upload some edits, right? Some videos of her learning how to edit and, trying to probably become famous or some type of shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And in 2020, on Reddit, some person became aware of this channel because this channel was pretty small, right? Like a couple 100 subs or something, maybe even lower. I'm not sure. Like it depends on the year. Okay, it was growing very slowly because the edits. I'm gonna get to them, but they were not normal. Let me tell you that. But on Reddit, some guy linked this channel and told people, "Yeah, you might want to check this out. This is kinda weird. Actually, this is really weird." And I mean, to answer the question why this is weird and why these edits are as bizarre as they are, technically, you just have to look at those images I sent you, or for those who are interested, I think there are still YouTube videos up there where you see certain clips or certain moments of these videos, because this channel does not exist anymore. It has been wiped, actually, I believe a year or two ago. So it was still there in 2021, like early, but then it was gone, right? And then nothing on there except for the people who were able to save them or screenshot them for whatever. Okay. And these edits always had this creepy vibe to them. You would see little girls, right? Usually I believe actually always, it has either been the main girl, right, Piper Rocks herself, or it had been child actors, and it's like only girl actors, right? And specifically when they were at their youngest, right? So the Lazy Town, like the pink hair girl, I forgot what her name is one of the popular characters basically used for these edits. And the creepy thing about all this was that those edits were highly perverted. They were not just, kind of off or creepy, whatever. You would see the main girl, especially, usually in revealing clothes, paired with some creepy imagery, right? Like one of the weirdest things was a video of the girl in some dark, dark place, whatever, like city, right? Broken windows, whatever. And then you had these three bald big men around her standing and touching her everywhere. Like this shit is
shit.
I was watching that and was kind of it was kind of actually it was really gross.
Yeah,
I have to stop saying kind of. Yeah. And you had other edits where it's not just always her, but sometimes the girl is there's very short skirt, or is some other character is kind of jumping at her, holding her, some weird shit like that. It's actually hard to explain because I've never seen this type of editing before this, right? Like it's just very off. And then after a while, a second account was found with a similar name. People found out it's also connected. Had a like same profile picture, like same girl, right? In the profile picture is just differently. I don't know why two accounts had to exist, because the content on both accounts was uploaded, in parallel almost. Like one edit was on channel one, another edit that was, just style-wise very similar on the second channel, and so on. There have been consistent uploads, and in 2019, those two channels completely, like at the same time, stopped producing any more content. And I don't know why, but more accounts have been created after this for some reason. So those two accounts disappeared. Around five to six more accounts appeared, also posting these same edits with the same girl. But I mean, let me tell you about this girl in specific. Okay, who even is she? She never hid any, like at any time. She never hid the fact that she was a girl. In the description, she said, "Yeah, I'm 10 years old." And the weirdest thing is, in 2017, she was telling people she's 10, and in 2019, she was also telling people she's 10. So, something is not adding up here. So this girl, okay, if she's actually, the one behind the channel, never hides the fact that she's a girl, as I said. And if we just assume that this is really a channel run by this girl, we have to ask ourselves, why the fuck does this person, like does this girl, sexualize herself in these type of videos and sexualizes other child actors or actresses in these videos? Yeah. This is not cheese pizza. Okay, I'm not gonna say the actual thing on here. This is not cheese pizza by definition, but it is supposed to be suggestive, to the point that the comments under those videos were on some really creepy shit that YouTube should not be allowing, because YouTube sometimes, same with TikTok and Twitter, whatever. Like they like to destroy quote unquote harmless channels, but then this type of content stays on there for years.
Yes, bro.
You had comments, right? Like, "I love you. What's your Snapchat?" to a 10-year-old girl, okay, and she would also reply to those people, or some shit like, "LOL, you did it. You need some more booty shaking," but it was still good. Or one of the weirdest things was, I believe it was like a Spanish commenter saying some shit like, "I'm in love. Let's get in touch." The girl replies, right? "Thanks for watching. How old are you?" 19. And you, the girl says 11, and he, drops the all age is nothing but a number. Like, we know, we know this. Okay, prison is just a place, and these type of people
25
were
years
watching.
Is just a number.
Yeah, these type of people were the ones commenting, always flirting with her on Twitter too. Right after a while, people found out about a Twitter account that was posting the same stuff, but more suggestive, because Twitter, allows anything almost, and YouTube obviously doesn't. So the creator could go as far as they wanted, technically, but I don't think it was still actual cheese pizza. Like, it was still, on the edge, if you want to call it that. So people were like, is this girl, like, does this girl know what she's doing, right? She's still young, like 10, 11 years old, right? Like, it's maybe she just doesn't realize, right, that what she's really doing. Maybe she's like, "Oh, I'm doing some funny edits, I'm wearing these cute clothes, right? Like, no bad intentions," but she's just attracting the wrong people. I wish this would be the end of that, okay? But as I said, those videos would often show different child actresses, as I said, at their youngest, and she herself appeared in those, as I explained before. But something, and people realized this after a while, something just didn't add up. In certain videos, she didn't look similar to, the way she looked in other videos. When looking, like, they were girls that looked very similar, but they aren't the same. So people were already questioning it. Is this girl even like does this girl actually lead this YouTube channel? Because the videos that were supposedly her weren't her a lot of the time. Like, they were just, random child actresses that we obviously don't really know, because, like, who the fuck who knows these children?
Yeah.
Except for
Weirdos.
You know who. Exactly. So we know Piper, the girl, wasn't who she claimed to be. And the big turning point happens on March 25th, 2018, I believe. Yeah. When she reveals her voice for the first time. So we all know when we if we actually hear like a girl voice that is authentic, we know, okay, maybe she is real, maybe we were wrong. But as with always, it's not as easy as it sounds. The video, once again, suggestive, really weird, and suddenly, for the outro, you hear a voice that says, "See you later, baby," and very obviously, it has been done with a voice changer. Pitch it down a couple notches, and suddenly you hear a grown man saying these things, okay, with a voice changer trying to sound like a little girl.
What?
Boom, okay. We instantly know, okay, this is some really, really weird shit because now we know a grown ass man is doing these edits on YouTube, somehow connecting with peace, and is getting away with it because YouTube doesn't care, even if you report this channel, right? So this voice changer has been used multiple times after that. So this guy didn't stop. He still tried to act like he was a little girl, and and was still uploading these hypersexualized edits nonstop, as I said, until 2019. So people were like, okay, is this maybe a catfish scam, right? Or maybe this is like a catch a predator type of situation. Maybe this channel was set up to catch these people that were in the comments. Like people still had, maybe some hope that it's not as weird as they think.
Yeah.
But as I explained before, after those two channels stopped in 2019, early 2021, 6 to 7 new channels were getting more traction, uploading similar content. And the girl in there, the same one, the Piper girl, was still telling people she's 10. By this point, we all know, okay, this is cap. We all know this is wrong. This is just some way to hide, the fact that this stuff is happening in YouTube still. So, going into 2020, 1 year back, before those channels really gained traction, we meet again 4chan. Okay, we meet again. 4chan has been on this in these theories here and there. They be doing some crazy shit, investigating better than any detective on the planet. I don't know how they do it, but once again, they have done it, and they uploaded a paper, basically document containing more than 30 pages about this entire matter. They found out the guy who was behind this whole thing, found all his emails, okay, found out who he was and who he is right now and what he's been doing all these years, and they, went into the public with it, which, didn't really do anything.
What? No way.
Because in the end, I will tell you what happens in the end. It's still, I guess, a happy ending, but I won't spoil. Okay, we're almost done. Okay, we have to know who this guy actually is. This guy is called, William Glenn Whitaker. Okay, actually, how old was she? Did I write it down? Yes, I wrote it down. A 65-year-old man who was running all these channels. Okay, and
hell no.
He had 30 mails. Some of those connected to those channels, all found out. And, you want to hear the funniest thing about this? He, in the past, had already been caught for cheese pizza and was released from prison in 2002. So this dude had already been on some dumb shit even before the 2000s. He came out 2002. He's a registered, S offender to this day. Okay, it's in the registry. Everybody knows, basically, or should know. But sadly, this also isn't the end of the story, because after his release in 2002, you know what he did? He started a talent agency called Wizard Productions, a modeling agency. And you know what type of modeling agency? one that is specialized in child stars. Okay,
Hell
and
nah.
and they let him. He lured in families. Okay, told him about possible success. I'll make it like your kids are so good at for this. They will make it big. And some families seem to be very gullible because he apparently brought some of those kids to his home and recorded them singing and dancing. There's no record of anything happening, more than that, but it is still too much. Okay, he had these recordings. We don't know actually to this day what happened to those recordings. Some of those were probably found, but has he sent them to other people? Has he sold those? We don't fucking know, okay? But the fact still remains he did this shit, okay? Yeah. And yeah, and then after a while, this whole agency got shut down after people found out that he was lying. People found out that he had no fucking connections. Okay, he was telling these families, "Yeah, I'm taking these videos, I'm sending them to the higher ups. They are gonna love this. They are gonna, when they reply, I'm gonna tell you." He never replied. He didn't know any of those higher up people in the industry. Okay, he was just recording and then, getting the fuck out of there. He lost his business. He never had a license. This business was illegal. No fucking idea how this actually can fly. But I guess maybe it was like back then. I don't know. Is it still possible? Probably. If you're smart about it. But back then maybe it wasn't so organized. I don't fucking know. It has been a long time now. 2002 is actually like doesn't feel that far away, but it is more than 20 years now. It is still pretty far away. Yeah, as I said, we don't know what he did with his. It is a long ass time. I'm old. Fuck. But yeah, but as I said, agency closed. Okay. We don't know what happened to these type of videos. And right, on a side note, okay, because we know that like 2021, 2018, I don't know which videos, probably like 2021. Some of his videos actually made it on YouTube Kids.
No way.
So YouTube really doesn't give a fuck.
Serious, man. YouTube, why they only target me? There's videos out here like this. What?
This is exactly my point. Like they will target all these harmless videos, but then they get this Whitaker guy on YouTube Kids for some of his like no, this is no kids content. What the fuck are you doing?
No,
but then again, YouTube Kids nowadays also has weird shit going on. Like I'm not even gonna lie, some shit on YouTube Kids is
that needs to be a whole episode in itself. Cause that needs to be a whole episode in itself. Cause that shit is weird over there.
Oh yeah, YouTube Kids needs to be studied. Cause I don't know. I have like two young cousins. They be watching YouTube Kids sometimes, or just regular YouTube. And as kids do, they watch like some weird, maybe like GTA characters falling type of shit, or this one trend with toilets, whatever. Like they'd be watching this, and it's already whatever, it's kids stuff. But then I don't know, fucking pregnant Spider-Man, Elsa, like this shit. No,
playing with slime. Like what does slime have to do with it?
Oh my god. But yeah. As I said, people were thinking about it. Okay, what could this have meant? Right? Maybe it's cheese pizza distribution. People had theorized because in the description of the videos back then, like 2017, 18, early 19, in the description there has always been certain links. Those links would have sent you to, I forgot, was it the Twitter account or was it something else? I'm actually not sure about this, but there were links. That you could click on and you get to different websites. After 4chan released this document, the links were deleted ASAP, but the videos continued even after the document as if nothing ever happened. I mean, he had to, right? Otherwise, he would basically tell everybody, yup, 4chan was right. But the links were deleted, so people weren't able to objectively say why this channel existed, because even though people said it is for cheese pizza distribution, he still continued to make these videos even without the links. So people still don't know how he could have, sold his videos to people or been in contact. People were like theorizing maybe there's like Telegram or WhatsApp groups or whatever, anything like some under the radar type of shit. But this is just all speculation, conspiracies, whatever. Because this investigation revealed who he is, but he still didn't give a fuck. And because it isn't like an official investigation, of course, the police will not do anything. And nothing happened basically. And I was at first, before I got to the end of the story, wondering, because all of his accounts were banned, right? But then after Elon took over Twitter and now it's X, didn't he unban everybody, or like most people?
Yeah, he unbanned.
And I was wondering,
everybody that was evil.
Yeah, would he have unbanned this guy too? Like, I was really wondering about this. Would he have unbanned him? But
I'm sure if we look it up, we'll get put on a list immediately.
No, don't worry about it, because then I got to the end of the story, okay? We don't know what his motive was. Why? Because he has passed away. I don't know in which year, but he is dead according to the, as offender registry, because you can always check, the status. Actually, like, I'm just call it a status update. You can just see, okay, if it says dead or deceased, whatever the term is, get the fuck out of here, okay? So he's dead. Those channels are gone. No motive, no way to, find out more about this. We just have what 4chan basically found out, which is, even though it's 30 pages, and that is a lot, it is still not enough to really make out the finer details. But the craziest thing about this is the people that were in the comments, the people that were on Twitter, keeping contact with this channel. Some of those people were found out to be still around and still talking to minors on Twitter. Like, why not? They will never be banned. They were leaked. They were found out. Actually, on Twitter, on the daily, I see some peace. Like on the daily, I see some people defending, those people. Okay, yeah. I see it on the daily. But for this, I mean, they never get banned. Okay, and this is
especially in the anime
end of
community.
The story, basically.
The anime community, they are deep over there. Like, they just let anything slide.
Yep. I mean, and that is basically it. So, I mean, to really, just quickly conclude, okay, just to get a better overview, we have a fake channel about little girls with very creepy and unsettling hypersexualized edits. I don't know, if I find like just short clips of this, I'm gonna send you just so you can kind of imagine what that is, because with the music and everything, it just feels it feels illegal to watch some of these, right? And but all of this run by some 65-year-old man. Okay, where did he actually learn how to edit? Like, this is one of the most insane things to me, actually. Where did he learn how to edit like this? Why did he do it? And why the fuck did nobody ever catch him? Because bro's been doing the agency shit for years IRL, and nobody thought about, maybe going to the cops about him. No, he just quietly died, or maybe he was, offed by some people who found out about this con. Maybe this wasn't a natural cause. Okay, we don't know. It only says dead, and we cannot really find out more about him without, turning to the illegal side. So this is something that 4chan can do, but I'm not doing that.
Yeah, somebody found that man and went crazy. There's no way.
This has been a deep rabbit hole, because I was about to say, like, I wish those channels still existed so I could watch those videos, but it's probably better if they don't exist.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. It's like finding, looking through the sources, right? Like, I want to see those clips to know what this actually is, but then also I don't want to see them because this is fucked up.
Yeah, it's just disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
Yes. Now, this from I don't remember every theory or every conspiracy, every story we talked about on this, because it has been many, even paired with the old CDD series. But I felt like looking into this and looking and seeing some of these screenshots, and I saw some clips here and there. It is one of the weirdest, top 3 probably. Because it's just something this is actually real, and it is recent, and it is proof of one like of corporations don't giving a fuck about these type of criminals online.
Yeah, it
Like,
definitely
they just
reaches top
don't.
3, like easy, most likely. And it's a rabbit
Probably.
hole, so I'm sure there's way more that we don't know about.
Yeah, probably. Maybe more is gonna be found out after a while, but I don't know if this whole topic is still going on or dead. Like I don't even fucking know. 3 pages of notes should probably be enough to cover the most important things, I would say.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And he's dead now, so good
Yeah,
riddance.
okay, GG's. Hopefully, this is not some conspiracy type of thing. Like he's still alive. The feds are
Yeah, trying to hide it or some shit.
having him protect him with this protection.
That's so whack.
Please be gone, man. Please. Nah, like there are like online some pictures of him. This dude looks nasty.
What, do you have the picture still?
Yeah, I mean he was in the registry. We know how he looks like.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
send you the pictures after this. I don't know how. Maybe it's just because of those pictures that he looks so nasty, right? Maybe like in real life, outside, like in the agency, he didn't look like that. But I would not trust that guy, definitely. Like sending your little girl to some back then, probably like around 50, right? 50, maybe like late 40s, year old guy to his home
Yeah,
to
I'm,
take
I'm
videos and
I'm gonna be
pics.
so protective of
No.
my kids. Like my kids won't even be allowed to go to sleepovers. Honestly, that's
Yeah,
people are
you
just too
don't even need
weird.
to be mad protective. This is just
Yeah,
common sense. Like, don't send your kids to some old dude's
alone.
house.
Like
It's,
go
yeah,
with them.
especially alone. Like, you're not even there.
Shit makes no sense.
Yeah, and then and then you don't even read like, and it's definitely parents that didn't research into this because I believe looking this up online should have shown them. I mean, I know the internet back then wasn't as big as it is now and as detailed, but I would still assume that there had to be some way to find like to check if this agency was legit or not. Like I would not be going into this field into this job with people that were not legit. Like the dude didn't even have a license to do this. He had no connections. Like what was he doing?
Some random dude.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, okay, I bought this building. With I don't even fucking know where he got the money from. I guess he was allowed to keep it, like get it back after prison. Like I don't fucking know. And then that the registry, like I don't know, like should these people even go back into society after, because he was caught for cheese pizza in the past. Like he was actually caught and arrested. And after like he just went back to society after this, like nothing ever happened. Like I don't know how this is actually allowed.
Yeah, unfortunately, they just treat this crime like any other crime, and you're allowed back into society. Of course, with like restraints on, like you're never allowed to not be on the list. We'll always know if you apply for a job. If you apply for a car, they'll always know what you are. So that's the
Yeah,
only good thing about it. But other than that, yeah, it's kind of free.
yeah. It's just I don't know. It's I don't know. It's just bad, I guess, that not everybody like it's not many people look at these registries in your area. Like why would you, right? Like you're not
Yeah.
really actively thinking about doing this. Like, oh, I got new neighbors, let me check the registry. Like, nobody does that, especially in the big city. Like you would not be checking anybody. Maybe in these type of fields you should do that if your kids are involved. Probably you should. I would do it at this like nowadays, but I don't know. Different times. I don't know how the 2002s, 2003s were. I was too young back then.
Yeah, I think I was like maybe 17 in 2002, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, right. You got me tripping.
You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was like counting, like what? No. Old head, bros. Older than
Oh,
Taco. Ain't no way.
this dude been 50 this whole time. Like, what the fuck? Ain't no damn way. Yeah, that shit was, they got pretty deep. That's pretty sick, honestly.
Nah. let's see if next week is probably not, like next week is probably not topping this, but October Halloween, it's probably not gonna be of a similar topic, but it's gonna have some spooky, scary stuff.
Yes, sir.
We'll
Yes,
see.
sir. Halloween does start next week, so it'll be prime time for Further Beyond.
Exactly.
I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, we will keep this streak going as long as we can. No promises, of course, but I will keep attempting my best to keep the streak going 1,000%.
Yeah.
Like I said, we appreciate you guys for watching as always. Hope you guys enjoyed these. Me and Pan somehow find a way to contrast each other. It's like we don't discuss our topics coming into this. Like it's really by happenstance that our topics always contrast. Like I'll choose a
Yeah, it
serious
just
one,
works
he'll
out.
choose a goofy one, or I'll choose a goofy one, he'll choose a serious one. Like it's just it always works out. So we're just gonna keep doing it like that. So that's how it is. But, yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed this, and we'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Peace.